Tippy time my damies, Topgate here and welcome back to the channel. I had my first run through of the new 50 wave onslaught maps, so I wanted to make a build with massive amounts of crowd control. I've been waiting for 5 seasons for this kit to be amazing, and finally it is. It beat out a Beyblade Hunter and the new Rhymecoat Warlock Stasis chest piece with over 1,000 kills. This build has one main premise: we're gonna shatter them all. For this, we'll be using the Glacial Ice Wall Grenade and crushing said crystals with our Shatter Dive. Make ice, jump up, long press dodge to crash down and shatter. I wanted to run this kit last season as they doubled the strength of our shatter, but Prismatic was just too hot and the artifact didn't emphasize it. With Whisper of Fishes, we will increase our shatter damage and the radius of the burst. I've chosen to remain with the traditional wall grenade. I find it still gets a decent amount of area of effect damage without giving up an aspect for that little circle. The most exciting perk in the artifact for me was Hail of the Storm. When we shatter Stasis crystals, it releases shards of ice that damage and slow. The increase to AoE is nice, but its true strength is that when we break one crystal, it'll break all crystals. We can also use one of those Gargamel potions to enhance this, again buffing our shatter damage. So naturally, I've opted to use the Verglass Curve exotic bow. I tried the shatter kit with a myriad of stasis weapons like the Conditional Finality and the Salvation's Grip. Both worked admirably, but I just found the Verglass made more ice full time. We get a kill, this gives us a charge, we hit fire, we make ice. If you hit a target directly, you'll freeze them, so target the floor for that DiCaprio ending iceberg. We can store up to 5 to create walls big enough for Jon Snow to cower behind. The catalyst increases our draw speed after freezing or slowing targets, and this is also helped along by one with frost in the artifact, as whilst we have frost armor, we gain enhanced reload speed and stability. Now my exotic armor piece isn't what most might have picked, but it works. I'm using the Frosties. Their perk is rapid cooldown. This is increased grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. And after dodging, our sprint speed is increased. This is a 100% multiplier, but what's great about it is it multiplies after adding up all your other cooldowns. This kit has 4 other cooldowns, so in the right settings, I can get this 2-minute cooldown grenade in just 6 seconds. The main and most important one is Whisper of Shards. When shattering a crystal, we boost our grenade recharge rate for 6 seconds. But as our Ice Wall and often our Verglass make multiple crystals, our 500% increased grenade regen is available for 11 seconds. Whisper of Torment also got buffed inside Season 24, but as we weren't really playing with it, this might have flown under the radar. We gain 5 to 7% grenade energy each time we take damage. It doesn't matter if you're in a Russian slap fight or you're pulling a pube out, you'll get the same amount of energy. Additionally, if you have frost armor, we can get as much as 12% back. In order to get my frost armor, I'm using the Grim Harvest aspect. By defeating slowed or frozen targets, we are granted stasis shards. These will give us melee energy. Throw on Crystalline Converter in the artifact and we can juice up our little shurikens to deploy stasis crystals equal to the amount of shards collected. These shards will give us our frost armor. I don't have to worry about collecting them, as Whisper of Conduction is going to Pied Piper them all the way over to me. I'll be a fool not to run Whisper of Rhyme. This is going to extend me out to 8 stacks of frost armor for a 36% damage resist, and it's also going to extend that timer out to 13 seconds. With all this ice and all those shards tracking towards me, I've always got my frost armor. It works really well with the Shatter Dive, as it gives me the armor when I probably need it the most. With Armor of Eramis, we also emit a freezing burst when taking critical damage. This is very handy if you get snuck up on some yappers and scrappers trying to backdoor you. Now with all these stasis shards, it makes a lot of sense to run an elemental charge mod. You can spend it in whichever way you may want. I'm vibing with finisher mods a lot these days after Kickstarters got themselves nerfed into oblivion. Explosive Finisher made the most sense on this build, but Special Ammo Finisher would be my next choice. I'm rocking the 2 finisher mods inside the artifact to give me more damage resist and some slow AoE whilst I'm doing so. I've got a little hunter circle jerk mod action going on here. Bolstering detonation feeds me dodges on grenade damage. I'm using gamblers to feed me more melees. Impact induction feeds me more grenade cooldown from said melee damage. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I will be running the serve cold mod in the artifact. When collecting stasis shards, this will feed me class energy on top of the melee energy. And bomber, tried and true nade cooldown when dodging. Now despite bows not being in the artifact, with the combo of Burglass and Hail of the Storm, this bow is capable of both overloads and unstops. So I will try and round out the kit with a shoddy so you've got all champs covered. I'm vibing with Gambit's Dead Weight. It's arc, so great seasonal synergy with surges. It's got vorpal weapons, so good against champs. It's rapid fire, so it deletes bosses and shields before you even see them get it up. Even with extended mag, it reloads pretty good as it gets that faster reload after a mag dump. Feel free to pause here for all my mods, artifact and fragments, but there will be a dim link in the description down below. This kit is chaotic in all the best ways. Fun gunplay and mindless aping. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What other Stasis hunters are you guys vibing with? Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy time my damies, what a tie.